Right now, Lynn is the director of the Circle Theater, and she's brought in Mackenzie today. They are involved with Carrie the musical. And if you're thinking the same thing I am, yes, that's exactly what it is. It is the Stephen King novel, which was, of course, the famous movie with Sissy Spacek.
Oh, yeah.
That's been redone again. Wasn't it redone a couple years ago? Yeah.
There was a TV movie that was about 5 years ago, and then last October there was an updated version again.
So you really you've adopted, this has been adapted into a musical, complete with songs.
Oh, yeah.
Surrounding the original Carrie.
Absolutely, and it's not a parody. It's for real. It's a musical thriller.
So it's not done in a jokey style
not
like
at
the
all.
Silence of the Lamb musical was.
No, it's for real.
This is for real. So what are some... I'm curious now, because what are some of the song titles? Is there a song called They're All Gonna Laugh at You?
She may sing that line in a song, but there's not a song titled that. It starts off with a song called In, which is all the high schoolers talking about how they want to fit in. And that's very much the theme of the entire show, is trying to fit in and feeling what happens if I stand out at all. It's very much modernized for today's age with bullying and social media and all of that.
Yeah, it takes place now. It doesn't take place in the 70s as the original film did. It's very current and up to date with all the references.
Well, you bring up a good point, because I think there's some themes, some universal themes that have always existed in high school since the 70s. So even though there are some newer things out there, there are some universal themes that have always been around there. So you play Carrie, the poor girl who does not fit in very well and is really teased a lot. But she's got special powers.
She gets her revenge.
So is this exciting or kind of cool to play her?
It's amazing to play. It's very exciting, and I've loved this show for a long time, so I feel very blessed that I get to explore it and dive into the character, even though she's horribly bullied, and it's very sad sometimes. But it's been a lot of fun, especially with everything that the musical covers and everything I get to do. It's definitely a fun ride.
Who did the music for this? Because it's got to be hard to adapt the songs in a serious way to this musical.
It was the composers for Fame, the movie and the show, and for Footloose, same thing, the movie and the show.
So they got a pretty good pedigree. And are the songs catchy? Do you find yourself
You know what? Absolutely.
on the way out singing songs about being
especially
bullied?
the opening number in particular, I couldn't get out of my head for a while. And I was like, wait a minute, this isn't supposed to happen. But no, if you like the music for Rent or Spring Awakenings, you'll definitely like the music for this.
And those are two pretty good shows.
Yeah.
Okay, Lynn, so this is running Thursday, starting this Thursday, the 4th, and runs through the 20th of September. And you have a special midnight showing?
Yes, on the 19th. We'll have a regular showing at 7:30, and then we'll have a midnight show that night. And the midnight show is $10 for students with their ID.
Okay, and that's going to be extra spooky?
Yeah, because it's at midnight. Of course it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's some twists in this if you've never seen the original. I don't want to give too much away.
Right. Well, and also when you're seeing it live, it's a big difference. I mean, it's not exactly the movie. It's adapted more towards the book than it is the movie. But when you're seeing these things happening live, it does make it a little extra spooky.
And with the music added, you got to move things along kind of quicker, too.
Oh, definitely.
I would think, right?
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
All right. So Carrie the Musical is at the Circle Theater, which is at on
the
the
Aquinas
campus.
Performing Arts Center.
On the campus of Aquinas College, and it runs through the 20th. Well, thank you very much. Are you going to be performing a song today?
Thank you. You'll have to come to the show to see that.
So, it makes me really curious. So, where do they insert songs? I mean, what are the songs following a general theme? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, like she said, the opening number is just so it kind of sets the mood for the whole show. It's basically telling you this is where kids are at today. This is what's on their mind. This is the challenges they have, what they're going through socially, academically, everything. So that kind of sets the tone for the piece. And then all of the songs really come out of their really development of the characters.
Yeah, it's very emotional. Like at the height of emotion in a moment, that's when their songs are. They were very smart about how they revived this musical with the new songs, and how they rewrote it. It's very smart how they did it.
Well, very cool. With back to school, of course, on everybody's mind today, this kind of fits in really well. Carrie the Musical will start Thursday, September 4th, run through the 20th, and again, a midnight showing on the 19th. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lynn is the director. Mackenzie plays Carrie in Carrie the Musical.